to the Hassan Hour.
Welcome to the edition of the Hassan Hour. We are here today with a report about our food and toy drive that will take place December 11th to the 15th. The Student Council has partnered with the Lions and the Rogers Cross Service for this drive.
Cross Services is an organization to assist local families and individuals in need, with a goal to end hunger through access to healthy food. They serve Rogers and many of our surrounding communities. Cross Services provides food, housing assistance programs for kids in more local families. They are supported by community donations and volunteers, where they serve more than 14,000 people annually in our community.
Reporting live from Cross Services is Miss Ruska and Mr. Russ, with more information about where your donations go and how it helps our community.
Hey Hassan, welcome to Cross Food Shelf. We are here to introduce you to what Cross does and where your donations go. So let's learn more about Cross Food Shelf.
Hi, Hassan Elementary. I'm Ross. I'm with Cross Services. This is where the donations are received. So they come in this door here from the parking lot. The person dropping off the donations will bring them over here. They'll set them on this scale. We weigh them up because we need to keep track of our inventory and know how much food and other product come in, how much comes out. So we receive donations for diapers, presents, gifts, food, clothing. It all gets processed right here at this spot. Once it leaves this spot, it goes to the different sorting locations and gets prepared for the families to receive it. So this is the area where the food donations are sorted. We get donations from individuals, organizations like yours. We also get donations from many grocery stores. They're brought here. Our volunteers, people that work for free, come in and they sort them. So they'll group together the canned goods, they'll group together maybe the canned vegetables or the canned fruit, the boxed cereal, the chips and the snacks, the refrigerated food, vegetables and fruits that need to be kept cold, and then the frozen stuff like frozen pizzas and ice cream and things like that happen to get donated from the grocery stores. It all gets sorted here and brought to the proper location so it can be distributed to the families that need it.
What is this area used for?
This is the receiving area. So what happens here is our big, large trucks that go to all the grocery stores and places that make donations, they come here and they back the truck up. They open up the back and they take everything off. They use this is the forklift that puts stuff on the rack. So this is the scale where the donations are weighed. Again, we weigh everything so we keep track of it. These are called Gaylord, these big boxes. This is how the food comes in from the stores that doesn't need to be refrigerated or anything like that. They load everything up for us, and then we can put this food out, these cakes, these hamburger buns and so forth, and the families can choose some of this food when they come and do their shopping. All right, so once the food gets sorted and gets categorized, then it goes to the shelves. We got 4 aisles. This first aisle is a lot of our bakery stuff, the bread and the treats and the pastries and things like that. Then our next aisle here, we have beverages and hygiene items, what we call boxed meals, which is like the Chef Boyardee and the Hamburger Helper. This side has cereal and mac and cheese and baking items, flour, oil, sugar, that kind of stuff. This aisle over here, we have canned vegetables, red sauces, spaghetti sauce, canned meats, peanut butter and jelly. Over on this side, we've got baby food, we've got pasta, rice, and canned fruits. This last aisle, we have our fresh fruits and vegetables. Over on this side, we've got our frozen meat section and other frozen products. And then at the end, we have some coolers for fruits and vegetables and deli items. So they come in here with a shopping cart and they pick out what they want. It's not a food shelf where you just get a box. It's a food shelf where you get to choose what your family is going to eat, and which is becoming more popular in our area.
So we've seen the food area. What other types of donations, like toys and games, where are those things stored?
Well, we have a toy room and we have a clothing retail store. We can take a walk over there and we can show you those things as well. Hey, boys and girls. So right now we're going to talk about and look at our toy room. Right now we're using it primarily for the holiday season, for Christmas. These are some of the games that the families get to choose from for the kids. And inside, they try to group everything by age group, but you can see there's a lot of toys to choose from when the families go Christmas shopping.
So it's not only Christmas that you guys use this room for, it's also birthdays, correct?
Correct. So during the month of a birthday, say someone's born in August, say they're born August 15th, the 1st of August, their family can come in if they like, and they can choose one large toy and then also a game or a puzzle. They get to, when we have them in stock, they get some birthday bags, which is the cups, the plates, the party favors, the napkins and stuff for having the party. And then when they're available, we also provide a coloring book and crayons also go to the birthday child.
So not only are toys something that you take for donation, but birthday party supplies, coloring books, also birthday party stuff.
Correct. Yes. That stuff is the things that we need year round because we're always restocking this. This birthday room is for children 0 to 10. And then the 11 to 18-year-olds, when we have them available, they get donated by different organizations, sometimes businesses like Target or sometimes churches will donate gift cards for the older kids so they can go shopping for themselves and get themselves a birthday present. Students, so this is the area where we have what we call our retail store. So some of the clothing it's donated is new or like new. We put that in our clothing store so that families can come in, they can shop for their family members. You can see there's lots of different items. There's adult clothing, there's children's clothing, there's some purses and some shoes, some small housewares that they that don't take up a lot of space that they might want to decorate their home with or so forth. There's a lot of things that come through our donations that we like to get to our families. Everything here is for the clothing is $2 a pound, which is like the cheapest around. It's very inexpensive.
When we donate our lost and found items, so we try to donate a couple times a year our lost and found stuff that comes from Hassan. So when Cross gets our lost and found items, is this a location where they would go?
Very likely, yes. Unless something's really worn, maybe there's a hole in it or it stains, those things we pass on to the Salvation Army and they either use them for families that may have, those like whether it's the floods or the hurricanes or something, or they'll take them and they'll have them recycled into rags or something like that, for those type of items. But items that are serviceable, that are in good condition, most likely will come here.
Perfect. If I was a family and I was coming into Cross, could you show me what it is I would go through the process in order to use your food shelf?
We can certainly do that. We can do that next if you like. Hey students, so when a family comes to Cross and they need help, they come in these doors here. They walk in through our lobby. They meet with our receptionist over at this counter. She finds out what kind of help they need and then assigns them a number. Then the family will go wait over here in the lobby. They can peruse these books. These books are free for them to take home. They can keep them if they want, or they can treat it like a library and bring them back. There's adult books, young adult books, and middle school books, and children's books that are all free for everyone to take. So after they wait here, and then someone will come up, and that person's called an advocate, and that person will meet with the family and kind of determine what type of service they need, what kind of help they need, the support. They will bring them back to one of these offices over here. There's about 4 doors on this hallway, and they will meet with them in private in one of these rooms to find out how they need help and support. And if it happens to be food, then they can go food shopping right away. If it happens to be with a birthday, they can go down to the room on the end, and you can see the games and stuff there. We already talked about that. Down in that room, they can get some presents for the birthday. Or if they need help with clothing, they might go over to the clothing store, which is also on this hallway. If it's something that's really big, it might be something where they might need multiple meetings with an advocate, and then we might bring in some outside partners to offer additional support to try and help that family through the crisis, depending upon what it may be they need help with.
How many times can a family visit Cross Food Shelf?
Depending upon what kind of help they need, if they're coming for food, they can come once a month for what we call a full shop, which is all 4 aisles. So it's the perishable stuff and the shelf-stable stuff, the stuff that doesn't need to be refrigerated or frozen. And then they can come a second time during the month for food, and that is just aisle 4. It's bakery and the pastries and that kind of stuff. There's the dairy cooler, there's a meat cooler there that they can get some meat from, and then some fruits and vegetables. And then we have what we call the bonus section, which has a variety of things that's changing all the time depending upon what gets donated. Sometimes we'll get a large quantity of something, and before it goes bad, or if it's something we don't have room for because we're just getting a lot of donations at a particular time, we'll put it out and we'll have families take some extra of that as they need it.
What are some of your most popular food items?
So the cereal is really popular. Things that often go fast are like flour, sugar, oil. We always need canned meat. So tuna, chicken, sardines, Spam, that stuff is very, very popular. Rice and pasta, we always need those things. Tomato products, so tomato sauce, canned tomatoes, stewed tomatoes, diced tomatoes, those things are very popular. We always need those. Those are some of the items that we go through the fastest. Then of course there's always the mac and cheese. That's really popular too.
We really appreciate your time, Russ, and thank you for showing us around at Cross Food Shelf.
You're very welcome.